2015-26, State of Arkansas versus Brian Keith Mitchell. The court is making the appointment of the Public Defender's Office in Mr. Mitchell's case. Mr. Mitchell is for arraignment on charges of commercial burglary, Class C felony, 4 counts, criminal attempt to commit commercial burglary, Class D felony, theft of property, Class C felony, theft of property, Class D felony, theft of property, Class A misdemeanor, criminal attempt to commit theft of property, Class B misdemeanor, criminal mischief in the first degree, Class A misdemeanor, 5 counts, all charged as an habitual offender.
Your Honor, we'll enter a plea of not guilty, waive formal reading of the charge. I'd ask to address his bond.
Your Honor, before Mr. Russo addresses bond, I'll give him 88 pages of discovery, 4 DVDs, 1 CD. Perhaps if he peruses through those very quickly, he'll be in a better position to address bond.
Judge, I think it should be OR'd at this point.
Somehow I knew that. I just knew it. Plea of not guilty is noted. This matter is on the Division 4 docket. I'm going to set it down in accordance with the court's scheduling order for a trial the week of July 6th, a pretrial June 5th, and a reappearance date on May 8th. There'll be a written scheduling order entered with those dates. On the issue of bond,
Judge, my client is a longtime resident of Boone County. He attended high school here. He's been to the Technical Institute here. He has family here. And as such, Your Honor, I don't believe that he's a flight risk, nor do I believe he's a danger to the community. And as such, Your Honor, at this time, the charges are mere allegations, and I'd ask that a much more reasonable bond be set that would be sufficient enough to guarantee his appearance.
what says the state?
Your Honor, the state's opposed. As the court's obviously aware by our charging him as a habitual offender, Mr. Mitchell has priors. I will concede this may be more to the state than to the defense, but he was picked up in May of 2010 as a fugitive by the Greene County Sheriff's Office in Missouri, and I'm assuming based upon the dates it involved that it was for charges out of Benton County, Arkansas. Now, admittedly, he could have been driving and they discovered there was a warrant for him. I have no indication that Benton County ever charged him with failure to appear. And so it could be that particular situation. But the fact that he has these priors and was arrested in another state for charges in Arkansas causes the state some concern. That's the first thing. Second thing is the sheer number of charges involved in this case should cause the court a great deal of concern. We think that the bond is appropriate where it was originally set.
Court's going to set bond at $25,000. It'll be, where will he be living if he's released on bond?
Mr. Mitchell, if you're released, will you be living with Bonnie?
Yes.
That'd be 14 Grandview Avenue, Apartment B, Your Honor.
And does he have employment?
Right now, Your Honor, he's unemployed.
Then the court was going to condition the bond on at $25,000. We're going to condition that bond on no, I want to 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Curfew, and that he reside at that residence, not absent himself from Boone County, while if he makes that bond. So those will be the conditions of the bond.
Brian, did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, you may be excused. 2013-105, State of Arkansas versus Benjamin Slayton.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Slayton?
Yes.
Yeah, the order's in here. There was an order. He was transported back pursuant to an order of Judge Putman from Washington County on the 12th of February. But I don't see, I guess that's, yeah, here we go. The 15th of February is when he was formally served with the warrant, I believe.
Thank you.
But we might note the 12th because that's the day he was transported back. Mr. Slayton, have you made any arrangements for an attorney at this point?
No, sir, I haven't. I was hoping to get out. I'll probably stop at the public defender's office.
Well, you can do that right where you are. So,
Okay. I have done the paperwork.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand what you.
I have filled out any paperwork for the public defender. I haven't.
If that's your plan, then I recommend you do that as promptly as possible so counsel can get involved in your case.
Sir.
Judge, the court needs to be aware that the Springdale Police Department arrested Mr. Slayton for simultaneous possession of drugs, firearms, drug paraphernalia, and shoplifting. And I think we brought Mr. Slayton over from the Washington County Jail, and the charges in Washington County are still pending.
I'm putting, Mr. Slayton, I'm putting you down to reappear in front of Judge Putman, who's the judge on your case, to reappear in front of him on March 6th.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to find that because of the alias warrant, you'll be held without bond until that time.
Yes, sir.
All right? You may be excused. 2014-170 from the pretrial list, State of Arkansas versus Houston Dunsing. Mr. Dunsing is on a scheduling order that has him for trial on March 2nd, and this is the pretrial date.
No pretrial motions. Case is trial ready.
All right. Court will be on for trial then.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison is a Health Mart town. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the square downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Nature's Wonders has been the area's premier location for value and quality in vitamins and minerals since 1994. But that's only scratching the surface. Nature's Wonders also features products that are better for you and your family's everyday needs and are also better for the environment. Nature's Wonders selection of freshly grown organic vegetables and environmentally safe cleaners allow for a healthier heart and home. From the latest addition to the trusted friend, there's something for everyone at Nature's Wonders, your supermarket of healthy choices.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
Liquidation Outlet in Harrison. What will you find today? Where everything is up to 50% off of retail. Hi, this is Amy, and we've got everything from entertainment centers and furniture to toys for the kids and baby supplies. We also carry bedding, luggage, humidifiers, and lots of craft items. With so many choices, you'll find the perfect deal for you. Stop paying retail and head to Liquidation Outlet for great savings. If you miss a day, you miss a great deal.
Best deals that you can get at the Liquidation Outlet.
It's a busy world these days, and making time to watch your favorite local programming isn't always easy to schedule in. Simply put, it's an on-demand world, and that's why TKOA Television makes all of our local news and information programs available 24 hours a day at TKOA.com. Visit TKOA.com and find us on Facebook for the local news and information you want when you want it. TKOA.com, another great reason why TKO8 is local television worth watching and logging on. Got something to say? Something to sell? Want to promote your business or ideals? Reach a lot of people every day, all day. Let us help get your message in their face. Billboards work. We all read them. Call now at 870-715-5151 to get your message out there. Bigger is better.
That are on the revocation list. We have 2011-127, State of Arkansas versus Levon Nichols. This is a first appearance on a petition to revoke. Has he made application?
Judge Hughes made an application, however, he didn't sign it.
Court's going to direct that it be an arrangement be made to sign it. Court will make a tentative appointment of the Public Defender's Office based on what's contained in the application, and we'll make the appointment final once the defendant goes ahead and signs the application. If he fails to do so, then the court will release the Public Defender's Office from representation. But at this point, for the purposes of this hearing today, I'm making the appointment on a tentative basis. This is for Mr. Nichols. You're before the court on a petition to revoke your suspended sentence, alleging that you have violated multiple conditions of probation, including use of controlled substances and or alcohol. You violated the conditions of failing to keep the probation office informed of your residence and not providing any new location. You failed to, the allegation is that you failed to complete your community service requirements, your reporting requirements, payment of supervision fees, restitution, court costs and fines, and all of those are allegations contained in the petition. On the allegations contained in the petition, how does Mr. Nichols plead?
Not true, Your Honor.
This matter will be set
He pled out in front of Judge Putman. My notes are to have him set, not for a hearing, but for a reappearance next Friday, because chances are Mr. Hancock will be representing him and will probably not be prepared.
All right, set him for reappearance in front of Judge Putman on March 6th. You may be excused, sir. 2011-312, State of Arkansas versus James Williamson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. This is also a first appearance on a petition to revoke. Mr. Williamson, have you gone ahead? Did you go ahead and make arrangements with appointment of the Public Defender's Office?
No, sir. I hired Mr. Robb. I understand he is busy today, but he was going to talk to the prosecutor and try to give me a small bond, and he's going to be handling my case.
All right. Well, let me inform you of the allegations contained in the petition to revoke. Those allegations include allegations that you have violated terms and conditions of your probation, including that you've been charged with a violation of the law, which you're required to not violate the law as a condition of. There are multiple allegations contained in a new charge against you related to felon in possession of a firearm, in possession of drug paraphernalia, etc. Another condition violated was that you were allegedly in possession of both marijuana and methamphetamine. Another one was that you, as I've already stated, you had a possession of a firearm, that you failed to pay restitution as ordered, and that you failed to pay fines and court costs. All of those are allegations that were.
I've been to court on that.
Sir, we're not going to take up. We're not going to take up the facts of the petition. I'm simply informing you what's contained in the petition. Those are the charges you're answerable on, or those are violations you're answerable on. This matter, I believe, I'm setting this matter down for hearing. I'm entering a plea of not true for you. I'm going to set it tentatively for hearing on March 13th. You need to follow through and make sure you have good communication with Mr. Robb as promptly as possible. Mr. Carter, what says the state is to bond
On
Mr. Williamson?
Your Honor, what he was starting to tell you is about his situation in Missouri, where he is facing 6 felony charges. I know he last appeared in front of the judge, according to my notes, on January 23rd. And as far as I know, that case is still pending. Based upon that and the short hearing time, we would ask that he be held no bond.
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
I did go to court and everything was dropped. I pleaded guilty to possession of methamphetamines. I received 7 years suspended sentence and 5 years probation, and all others were dropped. I've been in the Springfield and Branson area for over 40 years. I'm not going anywhere, so I would really request that I get a small bond.
Well, Judge, he's pretty much made my petition to revoke a solid case at this point. And when the chance of conviction is extremely high, and this is a revocation, you're not entitled to bond necessarily, then I would ask that he still be held no bond.
That's going to be the ruling of the court in light of the circumstances. The primary factor the court is concerning is that, by his own testimony, his residence is out of state, and the court isn't going to allow him to return to Missouri. Because too many times I've had the circumstances happen over 30 years of when people go back to Missouri out on bond down here, we never get them back. Because Missouri is very difficult to get people back from. So at this point, I'd like to see this case disposed of on or before the 13th of March. I'll reconsider the issues of bond if it's not. But at this point, the court is going to have him held no bond. You need to get in touch with Mr. Robb, sir. You may be excused. 2012-197, 2013-119, State of Arkansas versus Sherry Glover. Court will make the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Ms. Glover. This matter is, I believe, on petition to revoke. Petition was served on Ms. Glover on the 19th of February for a first appearance on the allegations. Ms. Glover, the allegations contained in the petition are that you violated the restrictions on travel and keeping the probation officer informed of your whereabouts, failed to participate in drug and alcohol treatment as ordered, that you failed to pay your supervision fees, failed to report to your supervising officer, and failed to pay your fine in court cases. All of those are allegations contained in the petitions to revoke filed in these two cases. On those allegations, how do you now plead?
Not true, Your Honor.
These are not true, will be entered on the record. If I'm not mistaken, both of these cases are on Judge Putman's docket.
They are.
I'm going to set her down to reappear in front of Judge Putman on March 6th. Anything else to come before the court?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You need to reappear in front of Judge Putman on March 6th.
Hi, this is Jim Fitzgerald of Community First Bank, and we have a variety of home loan options that are sure to fit your financial needs. From 100% financing rural development loans to VA loans for veterans to FHA loans with low down payment options, your locally owned hometown bank has the right home loan for you. Community First Bank, where it's all about community. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Respiratory allergies and other problems of the ear, nose, and throat affect the lives of millions of people each year. It's a broad spectrum of problems that can be improved or even corrected under the care of an ENT, or ear, nose, and throat physician, who specializes in otolaryngology.
All that is green is not infection. All that sneezes is not allergy. To see an otolaryngologist would be the individual to be able to help differentiate between the two.
Many of the patients at Dr. Bell's Family ENT and Sinus Center of Harrison, Arkansas, have come for the proper diagnosis and management of chronic upper respiratory symptoms. The key is knowing that there are other ways besides antibiotics to manage allergies and respiratory problems, options that will help patients breathe easier and feel healthier on a daily basis. For more information, visit narmc.com.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison is a Health Mart town. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the square downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-230-5209, 1-800-230-5209.
Shopping local is important to the success of our economy. Shopping smart is even more important to your personal budget. And that's why every weekday, TKO8 Television takes you on a broadcast tour of some of our area's best places to shop. Consumer Advantage makes shopping local easy and fun as you learn more about the local businesses and service providers that are striving to give you the best in courteous and professional service right here at home. Consumer Advantage, another great reason why TKO8 is local television worth watching.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Start spinning, twisting, and pumping into a healthy lifestyle 24 hours a day at the Fitness Club. With all of the best equipment and personal trainers, you're ensured a workout that's fun, effective, and motivating. At the Fitness Club, you can enhance your glow, relax your mind, and refresh your body all in one convenient location. So what are you waiting for? Start spinning, twisting, and pumping your way into a new you today. Enhance your lifestyle and reach your goals at the Fitness Club, Highway 6265 North in Harrison.
2012-205, 2012-209, State of Arkansas versus Richard Patrick.
Your Honor, Mr. Patrick's case, there are some collateral issues that we're trying to wrap up, and as a result, Your Honor, I'd like to set this off till next month. There's some additional new pending felony charges that are going to be coming through, and we're trying to do a wrap-up deal.
Your Honor, I've talked to the Sheriff's Office and investigator as well as Mr. Bluestone. That's fine with the state.
Hey, Richard, have you heard from Captain King today?
No, sir.
I had a talk with him yesterday, and we've gone over everything, and I talked with the prosecutor, and everything's going to be concurrent like you and I talked about. So when Captain King will probably see you today, feel free to go ahead and talk to him because everything's a done deal.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This court is going to set this down for reappearance, for hearing or reappearance on March 13th. I'm anticipating it will just be for appearance, but because I think we're still within the 60-day time limit at this point.
Judge, for the record, in light of us trying to wrap this up, we will waive the 60-day hearing requirement in order to take advantage of the state's offer.
Very well. Thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes,
all right?
sir.
You may be excused. 2013-102, 2014-71, State of Arkansas versus Sable Amaya. Ms. Amaya is before the court for a first appearance on a petition to revoke. Ms. Amaya, have you made arrangements to report to the I mean, have you made arrangements to secure the assistance of counsel?
No, Your Honor.
What is your intention in that regard?
Well, honestly, as far as the conditions of my revocation, I mean, I was just going to plead true because I was incarcerated at the time I was supposed to be doing what I was revoked for. I mean, it is true, but I was incarcerated in Arizona prison.
Well, it is the courts. On this date, the court's not going to accept a plea of truth. The court's going to enter on your behalf a plea of not true, and strongly recommend that you either employ private counsel or secure the service, fill out the application, and secure the services of the public defender's office. The reason I'm saying that is because if I accept the plea of true, I can just go ahead and sentence you. You really aren't going to have your day in court to explain the circumstances. So I'm strongly urging you that you secure services of a public defender and make your arrangements on that basis. Your cases are both on Judge Putman's docket. I'm going to put them down for reappearance in front of Judge Putman on March 6th.
Okay.
And you need to get in touch with an attorney and find out how to best use what you were explaining to me is the reason why you're in your plea of truth. I think you'll find you need to kind of discuss your options with an attorney in order to protect your best interests.
Yes.
So that's what I'm going to do, and then appear with the attorney next Friday in front of Judge Putman. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you may be excused. 2013-130, State of Arkansas versus Tim Decker. Once again, this is a first appearance on a petition to revoke a suspended sentence. Mr. Decker, have you made arrangements? I have you down. No, I don't. Have you made arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
No, I should already have a public defender.
You filled out the application?
I did. We talked about this last time that I was here.
Right.
And I should already have one.
Judge, we still haven't received an application from him as of yet.
Okay, so you filled out one there in the jail?
Yes.
I did an 8.1 hearing, and I recommended that he get that filled out that day, so it hasn't come over.
What we'll just have to do is take it to jail, do it, and get it done.
All right. All right. Well, Mr. Decker, what I'm going to do at this point is just enter a plea of not true on your behalf. We'll check on the application and try to make sure the Public Defender's Office will take action, as Mr. Russo has said. I'm advising you at this point that the allegations contained in the petition against you are that you changed your address without notifying or getting permission from the probation officer, and your whereabouts were unknown at the time this petition was filed at the end of January. The court also notes that the allegations contain failed to report your or maintain regular visits with your probation officer, failure to pay supervision fees, failure to pay restitution, and failure to meet your obligations on fines and court costs. All of those are allegations contained in the petition against you, and will be the subject of this the further proceedings. I'm ordering you to reappear March 13th in front of this court, potentially for hearing or for some type of resolution. In the meantime, you do what you can to get your application in place, and I believe the Public Defender's Office will make arrangements to make sure that gets done. Your next appearance in court is in 2 weeks on March 13th. You may be excused at this time. 2014-202, State of Arkansas versus Kayla Sykes.
Judge, Ms. Sykes appears here today. We had agreed 2 weeks ago that she would be released to go to Arkansas Cares. Apparently, she either A, didn't want to go to Arkansas Cares or wasn't accepted, but she's been running around, etc., creating a nuisance, and so probation and parole put her back in jail on Wednesday, some 12 days after she was supposed to be at Arkansas Cares. And so that's where we find ourselves.
I have this matter down for a revocation hearing today. Is it for hearing?
Judge, we'll just put her on the transport list and have her brought over for hearing.
All right. Ms. Sykes, you'll be brought over for proceedings later. You may be excused at this time. This is State of Arkansas versus Gerald Brewer. It's 2015-18.
Your Honor, they're going and getting him. He wasn't on our list to get today.
It says in the file February 11th, but let me check and make sure. Mr. Carter, you know if that he was arrested prior to being served with his warrant? You know if that happened?
Judge,
I think
I'm going to say that based upon the circumstances as I understand them, I believe he was, but I cannot tell you the exact date.
I'm looking at the affidavit. It's not.
Mr. Brewer is present, sir.
All right.
Judge, I'm going to say he was probably arrested on February 11th.
Right. That's what I concluded as well. February 11th was the arrest date, I believe. All right, Mr. Brewer, you're before the court at this time. Court is approving the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Brewer. Mr. Brewer is for arraignment on charges of rape, Class Y felony. On those charges, how does Mr. Brewer plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
This case is on the Division 4 docket and will be set by scheduling order for trial the week of July 6th. Pre-trial will be June 5th, and a reappearance will be ordered for May 8th to make sure everything is moving forward towards trial. Are there any other issues to be taken up at this time?
Mr. Brewer, can you make any kind of bond? Can you make any bond?
I was talking to Campbell's bonding, and he wanted me to ask for a bond reduction, but.
Okay. Your Honor, I believe his bond may be set at $100,000, and in light of the nature of the allegation charges, I think a lower bond would be in order as long as the court ordered no contact with the alleged victim.
Your Honor, that's going to be a little bit difficult. First branch?
Yes.
Do you need a record, Chris? Yes.
Based on the circumstances of this time, the court is going to provide that the bond will remain at $100,000. If that bond is posted a condition of that bond will be that the defendant is not to have any contact with or reside in the same household where his alleged victim resides. And that will be a provision of the bond in any case. So that's the ruling of the court on the bond. All right, this matter is set down for trial, and by scheduling order, Mr. Brewer, if you were to get out on bond, your next appearance in court is May 8th, but you need to get in touch and stay in touch with your attorney in order to, because he can't prepare a case to defend you without your communication. So the burden is on you to stay in touch with him. All right? You may be excused at this time.
Liquidation Outlet in Harrison. What will you find today? Where everything is up to 50% off of retail. Hi, this is Amy, and we've got everything from entertainment centers and furniture to toys for the kids and baby supplies. We also carry bedding, luggage, humidifiers, and lots of craft items. With so many choices, you'll find the perfect deal for you. Stop paying retail and head to Liquidation Outlet for great savings. If you miss a day, you miss a great deal.
Best deals that you can get at the Liquidation Outlet.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison is a Health Mart town. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the square downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Nature's Wonders has been the area's premier location for value and quality in vitamins and minerals since 1994. But that's only scratching the surface. Nature's Wonders also features products that are better for you and your family's everyday needs and are also better for the environment. Nature's Wonders' selection of freshly grown organic vegetables and environmentally safe cleaners allow for a healthier heart and home. From the latest addition to the trusted friend, there's something for everyone at Nature's Wonders, your supermarket of healthy choices.
Okay, I'm in.
You work hard to take care of your car, so help clean its engine and extend its life with quality gas from Conoco.
In the Branson area, visit these ConocoPhillips White Oak stations, plus Mule Express, Saddlebrook, and the Spirit Shop.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
We have also 2015-25 State of Arkansas versus Timothy Flood. Mr. Flood is down for arraignment on charges of theft of property, a Class D felony, breaking or entering, a separate Class D felony. And the court is making the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent him?
I do. Well, let me back up. He was served when he was in the Taney County. I think it's Taney County. He was served when he was in Missouri. He waived extradition and was returned to our court on February 19th. But the day he was actually given the warrant up in Missouri, I do not know.
We'll show it as February 19th unless we get additional information, because that's what the return of the warrant says.
Your Honor, I signed an extradition paper 6 months ago in the state of Mississippi. Not only did I sign an extradition paper in Mississippi 6 months ago, I signed an extradition paper in the state of Missouri the day that I was done in the state of Missouri.
Judge, he had to sign extradition papers in Mississippi because he fled on some sex charges from the state of Missouri, and he's been a fugitive for roughly 3 years from the state of Missouri.
So the extradition papers you signed were for Missouri, is that what you're saying?
I signed extradition papers for the state of Missouri, and I signed extradition papers for the state of Arkansas. And like I said, I signed again in the state of Missouri a second time for the state of Arkansas.
Well, all right. Very well. And I think we need to note that in the prosecutor's office, the circumstances of this case. This case, I would take further action at this point of setting it for trial immediately. If it were my case, but it is Judge Putman's case, so I'm setting it for reappearance in front of Judge Putman on for a reappearance on March 6th in front of Judge Putman.
All right, Your Honor, if I may, can I say another thing here?
Certainly.
All right, I have documents in my pocket that says where I was at on the alleged, this is my mother that's allegedly saying what she's saying about me, about this theft and breaking in and all that. I have documents in my pocket that says that I was in the state of Mississippi on whatever date it is, the 11th, I believe. My mother is claiming that I was here. So I'd like to present this paperwork I have to the court. I have a phone number on it from Mississippi also.
Mr. Flood, I'm going to cut you off there. I'm not the judge assigned to your case. I'm not going to decide your case. Your next appearance in court will be in front of Judge Putman, and you can talk to your attorney and make arrangements to present whatever you need to present through your attorney. All right?
Do I get a bond?
At this point, I'm not going to set a bond. We'll take it up. You need to convey all this to your attorney, and then we'll discuss it if something needs to be done sooner. But this really needs to be taken up with Judge Putman.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I think he pled not guilty. Mr. Russo, do you agree?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Do you agree he entered a plea of not guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. The record will reflect he entered a plea of not guilty. I'm going to call 2014-146, State of Arkansas versus Larry Davis.
Your Honor, Mr. Davis is on, has been brought up from ADC, and he's on the docket. We're scheduled to go to trial on Tuesday. As we speak, I have an associate of mine in Jasper County, Missouri, obtaining documentation. I believe there's the possibility that speedy trial has run on this case. We confirmed with the Jasper County Sheriff's Department yesterday that Missouri issued fugitive warrants for the charges out of Marion County, Arkansas and Boone County, Arkansas, and those were served on him a couple of years ago. My associate, as we speak, is trying to obtain the closed records in the circuit clerk's office and certified copies of those that will potentially dispose of his case, and I think they're going to indicate what they do. As such, Your Honor, I'd like to have Mr. Davis brought over on the transport list, and if my associate can fax me those documents, we may be able to dispose of it today.
All right, I'll direct that Mr. Davis be transported over.
Larry, I'll see you over here at the courthouse.
Okay, may I be excused, Your Honor?
You may be excused.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
This time the court will call 2015-27, State of Arkansas versus Christopher Stalker. There's also a pending revocation in, I guess, 2010-326. State defendant.
Judge, I represent Mr. Stalker in the revocation matter. However, I don't have any paperwork that he's applied to the Public Defender Services in the new charge.
Mr. Stalker, have you made any arrangements to be represented by an attorney on this new pending charge?
I have, Your Honor. I'm not sure what's going on exactly. I haven't had a chance to speak with my family, but my name is Matt Bishop.
Pardon me?
The lawyer that my family is acquiring counsel, his name is Matt Bishop.
Okay, I know Mr. Bishop.
Okay.
So you're retaining private counsel then?
Yeah, for the new matter, I'm not sure what's going on with the old case. Like the court has previously stated, I'm thoroughly confused. I would like to speak with my lawyer if that's possible, Mr. Russo. If he is still my lawyer, I'm not sure. I thought he was. I'm confused. I would like to be brought over if that's possible.
Well, Judge, we can bring him over because we have witnesses coming, evidence, etc., for our revocation hearing today. All right. So he will have a chance to become unconfused.
Your Honor, if he has the ability to hire private counsel and is hiring private counsel, obviously he doesn't qualify for the services of the public defender, and I'd ask to be relieved at this point.
I'm not sure if I have private counsel yet. My family is attempting to. I would not like to release the public defender of his requirements as of yet, if that's possible.
Well, what the court's going to do is, I thought we have it down, as I recall, for Mr. Stalker to be subject to a revocation proceeding this afternoon. Is that your recollection as well?
It was, Your Honor. However, if he now has new charges, obviously I don't know if an amended petition has been filed or is in the process, but if there's new charges that are going to impact the revocation and he's going to hire new counsel, I think new counsel probably needs to handle the whole thing.
Judge, we indicated we were filing an amended petition and told everybody exactly what was being added, which it should not come as a shock to Mr. Stalker.
Or mine, Judge.
Well, essentially, I don't know when the amended petition was filed, or the amendment was filed.
February 20th, Your Honor.
The court's going to find that, I agree with Mr. Russo on this matter. If there's going to be new counsel on this matter, then I think we need to, and these allegations are going to be part of it, then I think that it's appropriate and fair to give new counsel the opportunity to become informed of the case. I'm going to continue the revocation hearing, reflecting that the continuance is due to change in counsel, so that it will be the period will be excluded from any 60-day requirement at this point. We'll set it down for reappearance.
Your Honor?
Sir?
Am I still going to be brought over today?
No, you're not. Okay. I'm going to set it down. The new case is on the Division 3 docket of Judge Putnam. I wish it was on mine so I could deal with it on the 13th, but I'm setting it down to reappear on March 6th.
Thank you.
Just a second. You're not done yet. So, okay, that resolves what's going to happen. On the new charges against you, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
I'm noting that on the record, and you'll be in front of Judge Putnam on a week from today. You may be excused at this time.
Judge, do we have a hearing date on the revocation?
No, I'm not going to reschedule that at this time. On the 6th, that needs to be clarified with whether it's going to be handled in conjunction with the pending charge. If it's not, then I'll set
It will not be, Your Honor. I can guarantee that.
All right, well, I'll set it down then for the 13th. If the revocation is going to still be in front of me, then I'll set the revocation down for the 13th. The new charge is to appear before Judge Putnam on the 6th.
Your Honor, on the 13th, I would ask that Mr. Stocker's hearing be set for 2:30. Based on the evidence that we intend to introduce at that hearing and talking to the officer, we have to, at least the officer believes the law requires that we clear the courtroom because it involves images that will be introduced into a public courtroom. So if we could have it set at 2:30.
All right. We're putting it down to 2:30. I just don't want to kind of install all of these cases at one time. Nothing's been set up. Sitting in jail. All right. Mr. Stocker, you may be excused.
Thank you.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.